All right, guys, the trailer has been out for a few days. I've had some time to process it, think about my likes, dislikes. So I guess we're going to call this Halloween Kills trailer, 5 things I liked, but I'm also going to talk about some concerns I have as well. Okay, so anyway, let's dive in. What's up, guys? I can't believe the trailer finally came. It came a week early because somebody leaked the trailer and the studio had to get ahead of it, and it benefited all of us because we got to see the trailer. And going by the reaction on social media, it seems like everybody went apeshit for this trailer. Not saying that a lot of people didn't have problems with the trailer, but problems or no problems, the hype is real. The hype is big, and it made me think immediately, the buzz around this movie, with how much people are talking about this movie, I think there's a good shot. If theaters are in a stable condition, I think there's a good shot that this movie might even top the opening weekend of Halloween 2018. And I know that's a bold statement, but we shall see. But I haven't seen a movie have this much hype this whole year. Now, I know we have our own little horror circle, and maybe I'm seeing it through, you know, I guess horror-colored glasses, and I'm not really seeing the big picture, and maybe it's not as big as I think it's going to be. But Halloween 2018, a lot of people, before that movie was released, thought it'll make like 50 million opening weekend, and that'll be great. That'll be a great opening weekend, which it would. And we saw what happened. And I think because that trailer, whether you thought they showed too much or not, you still thought this looks to be a kick-ass flick. One of the best slasher movies to come along. And I'm not saying everybody's saying that, but that's the feeling that I get, the reaction that I get from this trailer. So looking forward to diving into 5 things I really liked about the trailer, but I'll also talk about some problems I had after as well. And before I jump into the 5 things, the first thing, which I kind of already foot stomped, is just the excitement. I'm excited. And I was already excited because I'm such a Halloween fanatic, but I think now that I've seen this trailer, I'm more excited because it looks to be insane. I think that's the best word for it. I mean, right out the gate, it looks insane, and they open with such a strong moment. Which lets us jump right into the first of 5 things that I really liked about this. That opening scene, the aftermath of the last movie, and the fire trucks get there. And this is right after Laurie and Allison and Karen, you know, Laurie's screaming, "Let it burn." They get there, and I love how that scene played out. You got the fireman, he falls through, and he's reaching through to grab his buddy, and it's Michael. And he comes up, and then just screen goes to black. He's back. It's awesome. And then Myers, after that, he comes out of the house, and probably one of the most iconic shots I've ever seen in a horror movie. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fanboy. Just seeing your masked killer come out of a burning house, you know, with, you know, the water from the fire hose coming over him, it's just visually insane looking. And Myers looks like he is just ready to rip souls apart, just completely go ape shit. He's pissed. He looks like he's really pissed, not to be fucked with whatsoever. Good start to the movie. Which leads to my number 2. Michael means business. I literally said it before I even looked at my list again, but yeah, throughout this whole trailer, you can tell that Michael is just wanting to freaking crack skulls. Okay, did I just take a moment from Breakfast Club? I think I did. But yeah, Michael means business in this movie. We all know David Gordon Green. He has a history in comedy, but damn, this looks to be like the least funny Halloween movie of the bunch, just based on the trailer. I'm sure there'll be some lighthearted moments here and there, but just like every encounter that Myers has with somebody that I saw in the trailer, there's no question. They need to die right now. I don't give a fuck what happened in the last movie. I need payback, and I want everybody dead. I'm cooking fools. Okay, number 3 thing I love about this trailer is it seems to focus more on Allison at the end, and probably Karen. We saw the scene where Karen's like holding the mask, which also, I didn't put this on the list, but it seems like the mask might be off for quite a bit in this movie. I'm interested in seeing where they go with that. Now, I'm concerned as well because I don't want them to show Myers without his mask for too long. You know, that's part of the mystique, the mystery of Myers. really the mystery is what got me into the franchise from the get-go. I've always loved that aspect of the character. The one scene that really sticks out to me is in Halloween 6, in the last act, when you got Kara going against Myers, and she's pulling at his mask and it's almost coming off. And I remember sitting in the theater just gasping and like, oh my God, what could be behind that mask? Please don't take it off, but take it off. You know, I was freaking out because of the mystery, the evil that is Myers. I want them to keep that evil intact in this movie, you know, and he does look evil. Don't get me wrong, he does look evil. Laurie even mentions that in this trailer about how he has transcended. He is not a mere mortal anymore. You know, he is something different.
The more he kills, the more he transcends.
Supernatural, which could explain why he survives the fire at the beginning of the movie, because this is Michael fucking Myers, and he's not a human. He is supernatural. He is evil, pure evil. That thing that Loomis has always talked about throughout the franchise. We're not dealing with a man, we're dealing with pure evil here. And he says that in the first movie, which is in the continuity of this movie. Fuck, he gets up at the end of that movie. Okay, fourth thing I love about this, the mob. I like how the whole town of Haddonfield is completely, they're in fear, but they're also very angry. And it's interesting that this kind of ties into what's going on in the world today. There's a lot of pissed off people today. You know, it seems like it's an us versus them type thing. And that's what maybe Myers symbolizes in this movie. Fear. And how the people just want to squash it and be done with it. And they don't understand what fear is. And they don't understand the power that is Myers and the pain that he can inflict on this town, you know? And you fear what you don't understand. And number 5, the last thing, and there's probably more, but this will be the last thing I'll say, is about Tommy and Lindsay. It's exciting to have them coming back. I've said this before, I'm especially excited about Lindsay Wallace coming back, played by Kyle Richards, because we haven't seen Kyle Richards since the first movie. So it's so cool that she's coming back, and it looks like she's really getting to play. That's probably one of the scenes that I'm looking forward to the most, that showdown between Myers and Lindsay. You know, she hasn't dealt with him, she was a little girl. So what has been the reaction of that character for 40 years? You know, has she had some struggles with it, or did she just move on with her life and everything was fine and hunky-dory? I doubt it. But also I'm excited about Tommy Doyle too, you know, because Anthony Michael Hall is a really good actor. And it seems like he is really taking this character seriously. And he looks like he's somebody that has some demons that he's dealt with throughout the years, because he was a major part of what happened on that night. So in this movie, he's got the bat, he means business. Okay, now let's jump into some issues that I have with the trailer. And right off the bat, too, I will say, in my reaction, I mentioned a couple times about how I wanted Laurie Strode to die. And that's not the first time I've mentioned that either, guys. I've said that, I mean, so many times throughout the years, since Halloween 2018. I might have even said before Halloween 2018 came out that I wanted her to die. I got some nasty comments in there. Surprisingly, I didn't expect that. It's just an opinion, you know. We all have our favorite characters in horror franchises, but I had like one person said that I was gender hating, that if the roles were reversed and it was a man, I wouldn't have a problem with it. And I said, fuck you, that's bullshit. It's a case-by-case situation. If this was Sidney Prescott, then I want her to live. I want Sidney Prescott to live in Scream. Some people might not want her to live, but the reason being is because she has been there from the beginning. All of those movies fit into one continuity. Whereas here, we have, you know, a franchise that has so many continuities, but then Laurie Strode has been in 2, actually 3 if you count Rob Zombie's movies without Jamie Lee Curtis. So that's 3 continuities that she's been in. She's died in one of them. In one, actually 2 of them, she's been the sister, and then in one, she's not the sister. So it's like, where else can we go with this character? And she is up there in age. You know, I know we're trying to make her the new Loomis, which is cool. I'm not against that. And I guess I could be proven wrong, but I'm not gender hating at all. I'm kind of ready for some new blood with Myers. I'm excited that Allison seems to be the focal point and Karen at the end of the movie, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Karen. I'll put that out there. But that last scene with Allison, when she's going head to head and she says, you know, she screams, "Do it, kill me." That's exciting stuff, you know? Do I hate Laurie Strode? No, of course not. I've always said that she's not my favorite Final Girl. But I don't dislike the character. I think she is a very important character in the franchise. But I think I'm just ready to move forward, and I want her to die. But if she just walks off into the sunset, I guess that's fine too, okay? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. This trailer shows a lot of kills. Does it show too many kills? I think so. I think it does. But after doing a little bit of research, Christopher Nelson, who does the makeup on this movie, he basically said, we are just scratching the surface with the kills in this trailer. Trust me, there are far more kills in this movie than what we have shown you in this trailer. I trust Christopher Nelson. And even before I heard that news, I thought about that because this is called Halloween Kills. John Carpenter himself said this is a slasher movie on steroids. You've never seen anything like it. You don't make a claim like that unless you have the kills to back it up, you know? I don't think John Carpenter would say that just to say that. You know, and then have the movie have only 4 or 5 kills. But I will say this trailer does show 7 kills for sure, and maybe even more. We don't know what the outcome is of those kills, but it does show 7 kills. I still think there's gonna be a lot more kills in this though. And it's not about just the kills for me, it's also about the story. And the story looks really good. You know, the mob being completely pissed off at Myers, and Myers being pissed off at, I don't know, just everything. And this just looks to be bloody carnage, bloody as hell. And I don't think it's just about the kills, even though there's gonna be some great freaking kills in this movie, I think. But also, Laurie does have some cheesy lines in this trailer alone. She's a little bit too, I guess, chest out.
You and Allison should not have to keep running. Evil dies tonight.
With the "it dies tonight," that's so cliche. You don't have to do that, you know? Just be a silent voice that speaks with action instead of words. You know, you don't have to do all that. And I think loading Laurie Strode with all these cheesy lines can get in the way of the movie. So anyway, guys, there's my breakdown. I probably talked for too long about it, but I'm excited. Are you excited? Halloween Kills is coming, less than 4 months away, and I will not be watching any more trailers. And this is a first because the last movie, I watched all the trailers. Want to get those views, right? I'm not watching any more trailers. I'm putting it out there right now, okay? I've seen enough. I'll skip the next trailers, and I don't want to know anything else, you know? I've seen far too much already. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day on Fridays. We do Free for Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on my socials. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.